Hello everyone. This is a very amazing game that was played between Caruana and Radjabov. Caruana just played like a machine here. Okay, let's see how the game begin. Started with pawn e4, c5, Sicilian defense, knight f3, a6, c4, knight c6, d4, c takes, knight takes, e5. This is known as Geller line. And knight f5, d5, c takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, knight d4, bishop d3, queen takes pawn, and the lost pawn is recovered by black. Then knight c3, queen d7, castles, knight f6, bishop g5, bishop e7, rook e1, long castle. And it's very rare to see in the Sicilian that black is doing long castle. Then rook takes pawn, knight c6 back, attacking the rook. First white played bishop takes knight, then bishop takes, rook d5, king e7, bishop c4, king b8, queen d3, queen b4, bishop to b3 because bishop was under attack. Then knight d4, queen c4, queen takes, bishop takes. Currently till here the position is equal. Even the computer evaluation doesn't show any significant advantage for any side. Then rook c8, bishop d3, knight c6, bishop to e4, rook he8. And from here Caruana really played so well. Every move that he played was very accurate. f3, rook e7. This was the first inaccuracy of the game by Radjabov. Here there was a better move. He could have played knight e5 and then let's say rook e1, knight c4, rook d7, rook e7 because this pawn was under attack. So just exchange of rooks, maybe g4, bishop f6, and this position is still not in anyone's favor. This is equal. Okay, but he played rook to e7, then rook a d1, h6, king f2, rook c to c7, rook 5 d2. Computer shows its inaccuracy by white, but it doesn't shift the advantage. Still it is in white's favor. So bishop takes knight, pawn takes, knight e5, rook c1, f6. Yes, this was again an inaccuracy. There was another move, very interesting variation here, that was knight g4 check. And here the idea is if pawn takes, then rook takes bishop, but if king g3, then there is knight f6 attacking the bishop, rook d8 check, let's say king a7, king f4, white will try to bring up the king, rook c4 trying to pin this, and there are so many attacks here on this bishop. And then let's say rook blocks, then just rook e c7, rook takes, and still it's not very clear who is winning, because after let's say rook d1, black can take this pawn, and anyway the c pawn was very weak. Okay, but here black played f6, then king g3, king a7, rook d4, rook c5, king h4, rook e to c7, king h5, b5, f4, then knight back to d7. And here you can see already the white is putting a lot of pressure here. Caruana is already in the advantage. So he played rook c to d1, knight b6, rook 1 to d3, knight a4, king g6. He went all the way in with his king to attack these pawns. So knight takes pawn, but bishop f3 first, because this was just not protected, and Caruana wanted his bishop to be there. It played a very key role in the end. Then knight takes a2, rook d7, knight c3, king takes pawn, b4, even the black is having the passed pawn, but Caruana has calculated it very well. Then king takes f6, b3, rook d2, a5, king e6. Here actually the computer is showing blunder, but still the advantage is in very much in the white's favor only. Maybe the computer had a better line, that was king to g6, and to try to grab the other pawn. And here let's say king a6, then rook d8, rook c4. This is just the computer line I am showing. g3, rook b4, rook a8 check, king b5, f6. Like this was another possibility. This is what computer liked more. But okay, king e6 is also a good move. Yes, sometimes computer shows blunders, like because computer had another move as the better move. Okay, so rook takes, then rook takes with a check, king a6, f6. Okay, here he is allowing black to make a queen, because see how well he has calculated here. b2, f7, black makes the queen, white also makes, queen g6 check, queen f6, queen e8 check. Again it's showing its blunder, but okay, it's fine. The other way could have been just to play queen takes, king takes, but still the result won't change from here. Queen e8, king d6, rook c4, rook c7, king b5, then queen e5 check, queen takes, pawn takes, and another e pawn as the passed pawn white is having. Then just rook takes, king c5. There is nothing much to try here. e6, knight b5 check, king d7, a4, e7, and in this position Radjabov resigned and Caruana won this game. Hope you have enjoyed this game. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thank you.